Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, I am not at my usual location, so we are improvising, okay? And we're going to get through this reading as fast as we can, because I don't want I'm with my grandson, and I want to put something out. Anyway, here, let's go. If anything about the message resonates with you, like, share, and subscribe. All right. You know what? At the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Damn. Ace of Swords must be following suit. Basically, somebody's getting ready to have some sharp words for somebody, some strong, sharp words for somebody. And let me tell you something. It's not going to be, they're going to be telling the truth. Nothing but the truth. Every word they say. And whoever they saying it to, it's just going to be sitting there with their mouth wide open, looking stupid, because they didn't expect for this person to address a certain situation. But they are. And everything they say, every word they say is going to sting. I'm telling you, somebody got some shit going on. Yeah. It's been stressing them out. Now they ready to stress your ass out. Whoever, or stress the person that's been stressing them out. They tired. They fed up. They've reached the max. They've reached the breaking point. The point of no return. Now my grandpup is outside the door whining. You hear that? Guapo, you better lay down and relax. Child. If it ain't the grandpup, it's the grandbaby. Anyway, and he ain't no puppy. He's a candy corso, and I guarantee you he weigh close to 200 pounds. I ain't gonna lie. Look, nothing but turmoil. Someone wanting balance, bringing balance back into their life, stability. They said whatever situation they've been caught up in, it haven't been. It's been unstable. Someone feeling stuck, like they can't move around or whatever. But guess what? There's that magician. Shit's getting ready to change. That situation, whatever it is, I'm telling you, somebody's getting ready to speak up. Somebody's getting ready to tell some truth, speak some truth. And it's not going to, whoever's receiving that information is not going to like it. But it's about time. It's long overdue time for this person to open up and say what's on their mind, what's been hurting and bothering them. Yep. That magician, yeah, that wheel of fortune is reinforcing a change is on the horizon. Yep, something could be over. Yep. And for some, it's gonna feel like justice, like finally being relieved of a situation, or bringing some type of resolve to a situation. You're trying to stay in that loving Queen of Cups energy, nurturing energy, but it's hard when other people are, what they say, going against the grain or whatever, you know. Let's see what else. This isn't going to be a long reading. Look, the Knight of Swords. Swift changes. Swift change is coming, baby. Nope. You seizing the opportunity to get away, to express yourself and get away from a toxic ass situation, especially if you know that this person is not going to change. You've had enough. You're over it. You're done feeling overwhelmed. You're done holding on, holding back your words, holding back your, how you feel. And I think the thing is, you've wanted to speak from a factual point of view rather than a emotional point of view. You've wanted to make sure that whenever a situation approached itself, that yeah, somebody is really going through it. My dog out here whining. Guapo, guapo, relax. Yeah, somebody's stressing the fuck out right now. My dog don't lie. Oh, his name is Guapo Rambo Savage. And then his last name, Guapo Rambo Savage. Yeah. You see this? King of Pentacles flew out here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles flew out here. The stability that you headed for is coming. Somebody said, I'm tired of the situation. I'm moving on. I'm moving on up, moving out, moving on. I'm going to speak my peace and leave it where it is, wherever it is. But I need stability in my life. And I need to be around somebody that gives a damn about me. And it's going to be equal reciprocity, not one-sided. That's what someone's saying. There haven't been fairness or equal reciprocity in this situation. Stability has been shaken. And they're like, no. And I do believe it all revolves around communication. It revolves around communication. Somebody could have felt like someone was in competition with them. You know how you have a spouse or a loved one, or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, and you feel like that person is silently competing with you? Well, that's been the case. And it's caused nothing but worryation and frustration. Or, and I'm going to say this, because there's only one pentacle on this table, okay? We have wand energy here. We have cup energy here. We have a lot of major arcana here. But we only have one pentacle. And guess who's holding that pentacle? The masculine. So somebody could have been... I'm not going to be able to get through this. Someone could have been feeling like things weren't equally reciprocated. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, like somebody felt like they were always getting left out in the cold. Somebody was always giving them the cold shoulder. So they figured, okay, if you don't want me, if you don't like me like that, then I might as well go on about my business. I'm going to see about my dog in just a few minutes. For you dog lovers, I don't know why he's whining, but I'll figure it out in just a second, okay? Because this video is getting ready to end in like 2 seconds, okay? But anyway, yeah, we got a situation where some words are getting ready to be spoken. Someone's going to use some very sharp words, the very factual terms. They're going to be able to back up whatever the hell it is they're saying. And whoever this person is going to be like sitting there with their mouth gapped open. Because they're not going to believe, they're going to like, damn, she's on to me, or damn, he's on to me. That kind of deal, okay? Listen, let me get some things together here, guys. You know how it is. You know how it is. Listen, I'll get back to you when I can. If anything about this message, though, resonated with you in any shape, form, or fashion, do like, share, and subscribe. We'll finish where we left off. Peace, love, and light.